This program is part of the Infinite Potato Alliance. Visit us at infinitepotato.com.
I'm Jared Stern. I think people should listen because we're desperate for attention right now.
I'm also Jared Stern. This is what I like to call an exercise in benign narcissism.
And you're between two Sterns.
Boy, do I wish you guys could have been here.
So we can't
for
talk
that
about
conversation.
Any of that. None of that.
No, we cannot.
None of that.
No, that is. Well, but hey, welcome back.
Back to the boring stuff.
If you've missed us for 3 fucking weeks,
has it been 3 weeks?
It has been 3 weeks.
That seems about right.
Yeah, and again, welcome to the show where we occasionally provide you with the viewpoints of two particular people named Jared Stern.
You know what we're doing? We're readjusting our love language with everyone. Because, so far we've been anxious attached. Which is, we've desperately been providing you content every week. Every week. Desperate for your attention. And now, because that, we're just pulling back a little bit. Now we're anxious avoiding. Where we're just like, oh, that's right. Oh, yeah, a podcast. Sure, we'll do one of those.
Yeah, occasionally.
Yeah, I guess.
If you want.
Yeah, we're just going to keep it casual. This is like a casual podcast. Maybe a little
hang on. It's a podcast.
It's a podcast. It's a podcast.
If only I knew how to spell cash, that would be the title of this.
It's very similar to the spelling of huge. Yeah. God, well, back to the standard of doing the out in the beginning of the episode.
Yeah, right.
Speaking of which, it's been 3 weeks. I have stuff.
Oh, great. I want to hear about all of your stuff.
I have stuff. So, I started doing a thing recently. Okay. So, my girlfriend is a runner. And when I say a runner, I don't mean like a casual person who runs. I mean an obsessive person who runs marathons.
Oh, God.
She is a marathon runner. Not one who plans to run marathons, one who has run marathons.
And is currently actively
correct
training for a marathon.
So she has a marathon coming up in 2 weeks. And then she is doing the Marine Corps Marathon.
Oh, wow. That's a big deal.
She got accepted to the Boston Marathon.
Holy shit.
Yeah, she's incredibly good at it. So
you're not running now too, are you?
So it took a while to get me there because I don't run. I'm not.
I know. Thank you.
I'm not somebody who runs.
Jared Stearns don't run
because running's stupid.
It is horrible and awful.
Stupid.
A couple times I have convinced myself that hey, maybe running might be a good idea for exercise, and there'll be a local 5K that I'll enter myself into, and then jog, walk, stumble, stagger through the 5K.
We did not evolve as a species to keep running. There are easier ways to get from one place to another than to move quickly with your body. Running's stupid. And this is a hot take. I think that she's amazing at it.
Oh yeah, she's great at this thing that's awful.
And she has every right to do this thing. So that was the mindset I had going into it. And by the way, maybe I could find the audio recording and find a snippet of it where we can play it here. I sent her an audio recording, I guess a couple weeks ago. I was like, you know what? I don't do this thing, but I'm watching her post, and it's like she's running 15 to 20 miles at a time.
Yeah.
All over DC.
Wow.
An insane amount of... And when you see the visual of it on a map, you're like, what the fuck is... And I'm not a super competitive person, but I did have a moment where I was like, she can run 20 fucking miles and I can't run one?
So wait a second.
Okay.
So hang on.
Yeah.
Here's my follow-up question.
Go ahead.
How supportive are you?
I'm very supportive.
So supportive that you're going to try and actually do one of these fucking things on your own?
Look, so this is her running 20 miles.
Yeah.
At an 8-minute and 18 second
Does she
pace
have the Uber app
2
on
hours.
her phone?
She can run 20 miles at a better pace than I could run 1 mile when I first started running. Do you understand? That's insane.
So you started running is what you're telling me.
Of course I started running.
Mm-hmm.
So when I first started running, I sent her a voicemail. I'll see if I can find it. But essentially I was like, this is not my thing. And I do find it stupid. It's not my thing and I don't agree with it. But it's your thing.
Uh-huh.
And in this relationship, I will always strive to understand your thing. even if I don't agree with it, I think it's always important to at least try something.
Sure.
Even if I don't fully understand it. Right?
Right.
So I ran, and I believe I said in that voice memo also, and I may die doing this, because I haven't run a mile since high school, when they made me do it.
Right, sure.
And if I die, and I wanted to make it very clear to her that if I died, it was 100% her fault.
Oh, well,
because it's her fault for doing a thing that I tried that then caused me to die. And that's just the transitive property of inequality. And it's... So... I run 1 mile, and I feel like I'm going to have a fucking heart attack.
Oh, I know, it's awful.
And my chest is exploding out. But then this other thing happened where I was like, ooh, my muscles hurt. But, and you know I go to the gym and I gym, not the muscles that I usually work out, the muscles that I'm always trying to work out and I can't work out because nothing ever works them. This exercise is hurting those. And I was like, fuck. So now I know that this thing that I've classified as stupid is also effective.
No. It's not that it's stupid. I'm sure it's a great cardiovascular workout for people who can do it correctly.
Sure.
And you have to work up to a point where you can do it correctly. And do you know how fucking awful it is to
Yeah.
try to work up to a point where you can do it correctly? It sucks.
I do.
There is no such thing as a fun run. It doesn't exist.
So 3 weeks ago, a month ago, Jared completely agrees with you. Unfortunately, then I started running.
Oh, God.
So I went from 1 mile to 2 miles, and I started running a half a mile to the gym, working out, and then running a mile and a half. So now, in the past 2 weeks, I'm up to doing like 4 to 5 miles at a time. My pace is getting better, my speed's getting better, I'm able to get through it without, here's the thing, I hate how much I enjoy doing it now.
I'm so sorry.
I look forward to coming home and running.
I'm so sorry.
But I also have a blister about the size of like a nickel on my foot because I don't have the right running shoes. So Saturday we were going to go out and get running shoes. But before we went out to get running shoes, I did a run with her. She was like, I'm doing my cool down, my taper off. That's it. I'm doing my taper off for my marathon. So you should be able to keep up with me.
Oh yeah, why not?
It's only 5 miles. And I was like, okay. So we take off out of here and we start running, and in the course of this run, I experienced something that many, many runners have experienced in their life. A milestone, if you will.
Okay.
A rite of passage. And I'd like to let you guess what it is.
You threw up.
I did not throw up, but that's a great guess.
You got lapped by your girlfriend.
No, technically, I did stop at one point to walk, and she continued the 5 and came back. I did 4. I didn't do a full 5. 4 and some change. But no, yes, but no. Not
okay, all right. A milestone in the running community.
A rite of passage.
A rite of passage. Your nipples started bleeding.
No, all excellent guesses.
Okay.
Do you want me to tell you what it is?
Please.
I got hit by a car.
Holy shit, dude! Oh my god!
Much like the car, you didn't see that coming.
Oh my god.
So we're running across the street. We have the crosswalk.
Sure.
It's white. It's us. We have the walk. And it's one of those, like, we're walking here, and this guy's making a left turn from the street. Okay? She's on my right. I'm on the left. The car's coming from the right side, turning, making a left. It misses her and swerves.
How? Like, oh, you're obviously fine, so...
And smash, like, his side view mirror smashes into my hand. I, like, jump back and push back. And, like, I was like, oh, my God, my hand was a little, like, black with dirt. And I was like, did I just... Like, both of us were like, what the fuck just happened? Did I just get hit by a... Wait, don't... It was enough that the car stopped and considered whether or not it was going to keep going. Like, you could feel that moment where, like, the car stopped... And I'm over there like, my hand hurt like for a second. I was like, oh shit. And then I was like, is he going to pull away?
So you didn't take the brunt of the car.
I don't like the fact that you're like negotiating the amount I got hit.
You got grazed by the mirror.
I got hit by a car.
No, you got grazed by a mirror that was attached to a car.
Let me explain to you how semantics work, Jared. Okay. On Sunday, I ran 3 miles.
Sure.
And Rachel ran 20 miles.
Okay, great.
So, collectively on Sunday,
you guys ran 23
we ran
miles.
23 miles.
Yep.
Therefore, I got hit by a car, regardless of how much of me got struck by the vehicle. I am me. My hand is me. The vehicle hit my hand. I got hit by a car.
The transitive property of me.
I got hit.
Attached.
So now I've been struck by this vehicle. The car's sitting there. We walk off to the side and we're waiting, right? Because at least you do a check-in.
Sure.
The car is off to the side and idling. And I turned to her, I go, this guy going to pull away? And so finally...
Did you make contact with the driver? Like, did you say something to him?
I'm telling you.
Her, whoever?
They pulled off, like, they stopped off to the side of the road.
Uh-huh.
We came to the crosswalk, like the end of where the sidewalk was. And the car stopped for a good 15 seconds, where it was like...
And you didn't turn around and give him the customary, hello?
No, we started, like, walking towards him. And eventually what gets out is a 5'2", very old Asian man.
Okay.
Who walks over to me. And, like, with his hands up, and I was like, I think I'm fine. Like, I was like, hey, I think I'm... Says no words to me, just goes over, grabs my hand, looks at my hand, and, like, he was a professional masseuse or doc, like, rubs my hands a little bit, takes my hand and balls it up into a fist, pops it a couple of times, looks at me, like, goes like that, and I was like, I think I'm good. He goes, okay. And then he hugs me. He just embraces me and hugs me as if to say, thank you so much for not making a bigger deal out of this than it needs to be.
I just love how like he actually went full Mr. Miyagi on
That's
you.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It was like a full Miyagi moment. Then he got into his car, left, and then Rachel turns to me. She goes, oh my God, I can't believe that happened. Are you okay? I was like, yeah, I think so. And then she goes, are you still good to do the run?
Hey, your legs didn't get hit.
You're not trading for it. Right. And I was like, this was the moment. This was the moment where I was like, yeah, like, I might only be contributing 3 miles to the 20-mile run, but I can still run after getting hit. Like, yeah, I got hit by a car and I still ran 4 miles. So
yeah, no, you can actually make that statement. I got hit by a car and continued my run.
That was just the warm-up.
That's an accurate statement.
That was just the
you
warm-up.
just made.
That is a factual statement, right?
Yeah.
A factual statement is, I got hit by a car and then ran that during my warm-up and then ran 4 miles. And then the next day, collectively ran 23 miles with my girlfriend, who happened to run 20 of them.
Yes.
But that's the... So, the long and short of it is, I'm a runner now.
I'm so sorry, dude.
I am too.
Now, I have a question. So, does she, I assume she also drives, or does she just run everywhere?
No, she has a car.
She has a car. Does she have the stickers on the back of her car?
No, she does not have
Okay.
running stickers on her.
I am very happy to hear that because I don't find those stickers to be impressive.
What stickers are we talking about?
The ones that say 26.2 or 13.1. You know, if you have run a marathon or a half marathon, you put those stickers on the back of your car. Have you seen those?
I'm sure I have. I just haven't clocked it until now.
Yeah. People put like the stickers that say 26.2.
Yeah, it's like bragging about your stuff, like if you have kids or something.
Well, here, it does. To me, that's not impressive on a car.
Because you think that it's just the car that's...
Yeah, that's just a commute. That's all that is. It's not impressive that your car has gone 26.2 miles or 13.1. No, fine. You know, get a tattoo if you're that...
You're saying they should be wearing it on the back of their shirts.
Something. Like, just like imprint an odometer on your ass.
But here's the thing. You would never see that because you would never be on these running trails.
I guess not.
Yeah.
No.
Speaking of it, this is a slight pivot. Speaking
Please.
of things that are on cars that... Have you been noticing... We were noticing this...
Hang on. I'm going to stop you because
are we going to say the same thing?
You might say the same thing.
Or do you want to try saying it at the same time? Not exactly, but like, go ahead.
Please be patient, student driver.
Everywhere.
Holy shit!
These stickers are fucking everywhere.
Everywhere.
We were trying to do like a Reddit deep dive to see if there's some sort of like weird thing happening, but they are fucking everywhere. The student driver stickers.
I saw a car on the road the other day. It had 3 visible stickers on the car. 2 of them said, "Please be patient, student driver," like plastered on both sides,
like double
of the back of the car. You know what the other sticker was?
What's that?
Uber. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, did I just stumble upon the final exam? What the fuck is happening here?
That's fucking. And they had 2 of them on there.
No, they had 2. Please be patient, student driver, and then on their side window it said Uber, and
funny. That's so funny.
Like, but here's the thing: like, there are so many of these alleged students on the road. Now, are people just putting these stickers on their car to absolve themselves
Yes.
of just by the transitive property? Oh, I'm just learning.
Yes.
Please.
I think that's what we discovered, was like, that's what's happening. Is
They're not actual students.
No.
Where are you getting these stickers from then? Where do you get them from?
I think that you can just make them. I could print off some. I'm going to get a "Please be patient, student runner."
Yeah, right.
Sticker for the back
That
of
would be
me.
hilarious. I guarantee you, someone's already selling those.
Right.
But by all means,
Yeah.
delve into that cottage industry.
I think we should do like a series of bumper stickers for like minutes clocked on a couch not moving. Like
There are stickers that say 0.0.
Oh,
and,
yeah, for like the-
for people who do not run, like me.
when was the last time you ran? Not on a treadmill.
We did
but
a
like
fi-
outside.
We did a
You said
5K
that.
in June.
Yeah, so I'm actually signing up for a 5K.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a 5K that's happening in our neighborhood in Congressional Cemetery in a couple weeks called Dead Man's Run. It's happening at night in a couple weeks.
I think that if we both did a 5K, it's a great opportunity for you to have both a very slow score and a very fast score. At
Well,
the
I
same-
can say cumulatively,
Cumulatively, Jared Stern.
Jared Stern ran 10K.
That's right. Somehow the math doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't matter at all. But hang on, I want to get back to the student driver thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because there are all these students on the road, and apparently we're on the test. So if there are all these students out there now, I want to see a fucking syllabus.
Right.
I want to know what's being taught on a given day. Is swerving into the lane next to you without signaling, is that on the test today?
Seems to be. Seems to be.
Or if there are in fact so many student drivers and they want to be known as such, then you should only get to use, one lane of traffic. There should be a student lane. The right-hand lane should be the student lane. You can merge in and out of it as you need to, but the experts get to drive in the left two-hand lanes, and the students should get to drive in the right-hand lane.
Is there like an advanced texting while driving?
Sure. Or maybe if you want to like label the different lanes by level of difficulty or something like that. If there are this many students on the road, I want to see a report card. Show me, am I behind a remedial driver? Like I need to know these things. I just don't want to be sucked into some asshole's Kobayashi Maru scenario.
I think that if we get philosophical about it,
Please.
there is no destination to this journey that we're on.
Wow, you're getting very philosophical.
Whether
right
it's professionally, whether it's personally,
Sure.
emotionally, we are all growing. And much like our professional careers and our personal life, there should never reach an endpoint where we think we know everything and have learned everything. We are all continuous students of life in every aspect of life. Therefore,
Please be patient, student person.
being a student driver is the road is evolving.
Oh, yes.
The commute
The road of
is-
life.
The road of life is evolving.
Jared, life is a highway. And I want to ride it all night long.
I hate
Yeah,
driving
yeah,
at
yeah,
night.
yeah.
I hate driving at night. I would ride it all day long. And then I want to pull off at night because the headlights hurt my eyes. And I want to go to like Chili's or something. That's I've had a craving for Chili's recently.
I can't tell you the
Don't
last time I've
you
ever
dare
been to a
say
Chili's.
you've never
I don't
been
think
to
I
Chili's.
have.
What the hell is the matter with you?
I don't know.
You've never been to Chili's?
The only reason why I've eaten at like a bunch of like chain restaurants, like our one of our neighbors is like obsessed with chain restaurants.
Right.
So every once in a while we'll go to a Red Lobster.
Sure.
We went to Outback Steakhouse for
Yeah.
her birthday. What's the other one? The Italian one. Where you hear your family. Let's go Olive Garden. Olive Garden.
Olive Garden once.
Okay, but I just have never had the opportunity to go to it. What is so special about a Chili's?
What is special about a Chili?
Yeah, please tell me what sets Chili's apart from, say, a TGI Fridays or a Ruby Tuesdays or a Bennigan's, if you remember those.
Of what I know about you,
Yeah.
it surprises me
Yeah.
that I need to sell you on the concept of Chili's.
What makes Chili's special?
It's not dissimilar to my shock and awe when I found out you had never been to Taco Bell.
I've been to Taco Bell.
We did a whole thing
I know, I just don't go often. I haven't gone recently, but I've been to a Taco Bell.
See the tone in your voice?
Yes.
That should be applied to the Chili's situation.
I don't think that's true.
It's 100% true.
Tell me what's special about Chili's.
First of all, it's an American staple.
Is it though?
It is. It's in the royal family of multi-chain restaurants.
All right.
It's like TGI Fridays,
sure.
Chili's. Red Lobster is its own thing. It's fish and seafood. Olive Garden is Italian.
Okay.
But when I'm talking about like Americana, coast to coast, Canada to Mexico, you've got Chili's. You got TGI Fridays.
Yeah.
You've got... The fuck else is there?
I don't know. Apparently you're
Why are you not knowing?
You know the royal
should know
family
more
of
than
chain restaurants.
You should know more than me.
You should know that. Apparently you're schooling me on the pantheon of chain restaurants. So please.
What are the other, like, I cannot believe
P.F. Chang's?
No, it's Asian, man. I'm talking about Americana.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And I know Chili's is a little bit more Tex-Mex, but still. Anyway, the chips and salsa, the queso.
Texas Roadhouse.
The appetizers themselves. The fucking Southwest egg rolls.
Yeah.
The things I would do for Southwest egg rolls. Like, just, it's not even worth getting. It's a delicious, it's good.
You know what you would do for Southwest egg rolls?
What?
You would run 23 miles and get hit by a car.
I would contribute to 23 miles. I would contribute to 23 miles for Southwest egg rolls. I cannot believe you've never been to Chili's.
Yeah, I if I have, I can't remember a time when I did.
We should go to Chili's.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Twist my arm, why don't you?
We should go to Chili's.
Where is there a Chili's? Don't say everywhere.
I'm sure there's a Chili's.
You know what? In life, we're always at a Chili's. Chili's. If you want to speak philosophically about this,
Chili's C locations. Let's see. Yeah, there's like a bunch of them. Like, look at all these Chili's.
That looks like
1,
the Matt
2,
Best
3,
chicken pox.
4, 5,
Yeah.
6, 7.
Yeah. No,
7 Chili's in the greater DC area.
What is the collective noun for a Chili's?
Just chill.
A chill of Chili's.
A chill of Chili's.
So aside from the Southwest egg rolls, what?
It's got great.
What do you go to Chili's for?
There's not an aspect of the menu that doesn't execute in some way well. All right.
Okay.
So Chili's is known for great appetizers. They used to have like Margarita Mondays, where it was like $2 margaritas on Mondays.
Okay. So alcoholism and appetizers.
Sure. They've got great ribs. They have burgers. They have fajitas.
So that's like
and they have great desserts like a molten chocolate cake. I don't need to sit here and sell you on Chili's.
Apparently you do.
You need to look within yourself and
This
say,
is such a philosophical episode.
Why haven't I? Why haven't?
Indeed.
Who has wronged you in your life that is gate kept Chili's from you?
I don't know, but I remember going. We used to go to TGI Fridays,
Sure.
Bennigan's, Ruby. There was Ruby Tuesdays nearby. Those were the.
Is it a Tex-Mex thing? Because
No.
I feel like
Because I'll eat it at Chuy's.
a what?
A Chuy's.
You're just fucking with me. Are you just pronouncing Chili's in a stupid way?
A Chuy's.
What are you saying?
Chuy. Chuy's. Go ahead and look it up.
Fuck is it Chili's?
It might be regional. It might be like a West Coast thing, but
Oh, what is this bullshit?
it's a Tex-Mex
This
establishment.
rip off
Of what?
of Chili's.
No, it's not.
Which came first? Chili's or
Chuy's.
oh, Applebee's is another.
Oh,
class.
Applebee's, sure, too, yeah.
Yeah, let's see.
There's a whole song about Applebee's, isn't there?
Chuy's has been around since 1982.
Uh-huh.
Chili's 1975.
We're the same age, me and Chili's.
You and Chili's are the same age.
They're going to be celebrating next year 50 years.
50 years. And yet, not once serving one of my favorite Jared Sterns.
Top 5, anyway.
I worked at it. One of my first restaurant jobs was at a Chili's, by
Okay.
the way. And
What did you do at Chili's? Were
I
you
was
just a
server.
waiter? Okay.
Yeah, I was a server. And their salsa was like crack, but like, not the type that like gets you addictive and fucks you up, and actually makes you want to eat, because crack makes you not want to eat. Not that I'm an expert.
Not that you know. Yeah, right.
But I would, because I was a fat kid and I was always hungry, I would go into the cooler where we kept the salsa with just like chips, and I just like fucking eat it right out of the bat. I was like 16 or 17 years old. which is way too many years ago for me to be thinking about this.
All right, well then we'll have to book a trip to.
We're going to record the podcast at Chili's.
Chili's.
If they'll let them do an episode of The Office in a Chili's. They did an episode of The Office in a Chili's.
Great.
Never watched The Office.
No, I did. I just don't recall that particular episode.
You should remember everything. So yes, Chili's. We will go and consume Chili's.
Oh, also something we need to set a date for,
Sure.
and I know you have been very reluctant to face this head on, but our good friend, friend of the show, John Irons, has offered the following option for us. He wants to do a Hot Wings challenge with us.
He wants to do the Hot Ones challenge.
Hot Ones, yes.
For those of you who are familiar with the show Hot Ones on YouTube,
Who's not?
Some people are just not familiar with things that they should be familiar with.
Like Chili's.
Like Chili's.
Apparently.
Increasing spiciness of
Yeah.
wings. For those who know me, you'll know that I've done this challenge multiple times before, both casually and on a live stream, which is where Jared saw me do live streaming for the first
That
time.
might be, I think that's the first time I consumed this particular Jared Stern visually.
And you were like, that. I'd like some of that. I want to sit next to that.
Yeah.
And do some of that.
For 129 episodes.
Yeah.
So what better way
we should
to revisit that
I
than
know.
to make that a part of...
Where are we doing it?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not sure. It's going to be obviously
Chili's.
I don't know if Chili's will let us do something like bring our own food in.
Bring your own hot sauce.
Yeah.
Yes, we should do it. You should understand how bad this experience is going to be.
I have some idea.
It's worse than running.
No, dude, I understand. I used to eat stuff that was way too spicy and considered it a badge of honor, and I gave that up a long time ago. There's a sushi place in Silver Spring, Maryland called Sushi Gin, and I think I might have talked about this on the podcast once before. But so like when you walk in, they have the little chalkboard with specials, and so they would indicate spiciness with stars, little stars. So your typical spicy roll would be like a 3-star.
Yeah.
And then they would have the special rolls with names like Intestines of Zombie.
Oh, yeah.
Or Shinjuku Murderer. And they would have 5 or 6 stars on them. And my dumbass would order those.
Yeah.
And then it was too painful to be delicious.
Yep.
And it never came out well on the other end.
No, and that,
Yeah. My buddy Larry XL, who's also a comedian, he has a bit where he talks about how the body processes spicy foods, and obviously on the back end. And he's like, have you seen the movie Aliens?
yes.
Okay. So at the very end of Aliens, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen
I was
it.
going to see it this weekend.
Yeah. And then we're going to go to Chili's. Maybe get hit by a car. At the tail end of the movie Aliens, when Ripley has discovered the main alien hive, and the queen alien is sitting on a giant egg sack.
Yeah.
All right? And Ripley lights the whole place on fire and shoots up all the eggs and runs.
Yeah.
And the queen detaches from the egg sack, and that like comes off of her lower her ass end essentially.
Yes.
He said that's what it feels like after you eat really spicy food.
It's going to be worse than that. I've done this so many times. It's going to be worse than that. And to be quite honest, that should be a bumper sticker that you should be allowed to put on your car.
What's that?
Is that you've done da bomb.
Yeah.
Which is by far the worst sauce. Like, that's the thing that's crazy.
But that's not even the hottest sauce on the Hot Ones channel.
But the theory is, and I've done it enough that I can confidently say, they intentionally put the worst sauce in the 8 spot so that you can come out of it a little bit more victoriously.
Okay.
So, like, you reach your pinnacle at 8, and then you kind of, like, taper off a little bit.
So when you did this challenge, did you do the full 10 sauces?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So I've done it 3 times now.
Why?
The first
If it's
one,
so awful, why have you done it 3 times?
the first one, curiosity, and then the other 2 for attention. I did the Brooklyn Streets, which is how we're going to do the third one.
Yeah, sure.
The fourth one.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for sticking your ears between 2 sterns.
Please leave us a 5-star review, even if it's a sarcastic one.
Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Have an idea for the show, or are you also Jared Stern?
Shoot us an email. You can find links to everything at jaredstern.com.